in today's session, we're going to look at something that is rarely taught properly on a yoga teacher training, but it's so incredibly important if you want to become a valued teacher. And that's how to present yourself as a yoga teacher. Not how to perform, not how to sound spiritual or intellectual, but how to be impactful, clear, and importantly, a trusted voice in the room. Now, most yoga teachers don't struggle because they lack knowledge. They've been on the course. It's a passion for each of us. So we've read the material, we have done the practice. And let's be honest, there's now, thanks to the advent of social media and digital platforms, we can find instructional videos and tutorials telling us how to do every single posture and every single breathing technique, and even how to teach philosophy. But they struggle, not because of this lack of knowledge, but because they fail to communicate what they already know. They second guess their voice, they rush their cues, they disappear into a script, or they put on what I call yoga voice. They create this inauthentic persona, change the tone of their voice, and the room feels that it's not real, it's not authentic. Impactful teaching isn't about being bigger or louder or more charismatic. It's about clarity. And that clarity really comes from three things. First, grounded presence. Before you say anything verbally, your body has already started the conversation. So when your students enter the room, how you meet them, your posture, how you hold yourself, your calmness of breath, your sense of presence in the room, your welcoming nature, all of that opens the class. If a body's rushed or tight or scattered, your words won't land no matter how intellectual they are. In this section of the training, we teach you how to arrive first, how to settle yourself. And with the teachers that I have mentored over the years, I find this one of the most impactful and important things to learn. Steady yourself, hold yourself with confidence and with presence, and your students will relax. Your students will follow you because they trust you then. Second is speaking from an understanding and not from memory. This is quite common specifically for newer teachers. They write a script, they try to memorize the scripts off by heart, and then in class, their mind is so focused on what they're meant to be saying next, they're not really connecting with their students. This is all in how they have learnt the information. Many teachers are trying to remember what to say instead of understanding what they are teaching. And this creates a false tension in the teacher, but also in the room. When you understand the intention of a posture or a sequence or a breathing exercise, you don't need perfect words. You have the confidence that you can speak simply. Simple language is the best because it builds trust. In the Lumen trainings, I don't teach you to memorize scripts. I teach you to understand the principles of your practice. Scripts imprison us, they trap us to words. But knowing principles is incredibly liberating. Now, third is directing attention and not controlling behavior. For me, this is one of the most important shifts that a teacher can make. We're not telling people to do things. We're not telling them how to practice or how to live their lives. We're not there to preach to them, and we're not there to control their behavior. A good teacher is there to guide attention. And that attention is directly experienced in class. We draw their attention to the sensation of the posture, or to the breath, or to a choice that they can make within a posture. And when you speak with this intention, your cues become invitations and not commands. And in doing that, students feel safe. They feel that they've got autonomy and sovereignty over their bodies, and they begin to listen and they begin to follow. And when we teach in this way, it gives us real confidence as a teacher because we're not pretending that we know everything and we don't need to. We are teaching in a more authentic way and we are directing our students to what really matters, their personal experience and their choice within practice. And that's exactly what we train on each of the courses. Not just how to teach yoga, but how to stand in front of people and connect and be felt. And so in summary, it's incredibly important to have really good foundations in the anatomy and physiology of the body, also how the mind and the brain works in relation to the body. And that's because we want to build intelligent and intentional practices for our students so that they're safe and so that they're progressive. We take them on a journey. For me, it's also incredibly important that we pay homage to the lineage that we are part of. Yoga shouldn't be separated from its spiritual origins. And we, as modern students, contemporary practitioners and teachers, should always look to those of the past who helped us find this practice. But just as important as those two things is how you communicate. If you've come to a yoga teacher training, it's largely because yoga, to some degree, has helped improve your life for the better. It's helped support your life, and you feel valued from being part of that tradition. We want to make that accessible to people. We want others to find what we have found. That's always the driving, burning desire in anyone who wants to go on a teacher training. So how do we do that? We have to learn to communicate better. We have to learn how to connect and how to present our ideas and the things that works for us in a more confident and a clearer way. And that is at the heart of every single one of our trainings. Authentic, truthful, and accessible communication. I would love you to join us online and in person with myself and the team. We have an incredibly supportive team, knowledgeable in their own field, and can help support you on your further journey as a yoga student, but also becoming a really impactful and valued yoga teacher.